happened? There I am. Hi. Well, that was interesting. I was distracted by the fact that the air conditioner came on right at the moment that I started the stream. Right, exactly when I pressed the button, the air conditioning came on. So greetings, everyone. Sorry about that entrance. Yeah. We're in Jalapari. This is Minecraft. I am Monster to Mermaid. In case you are starting brand new, and this is Minecolonies modded Minecraft with trade posts for Minecolonies. In this specific instance of Minecolonies modded Minecraft that I'm playing, we have a shaders, and this is not the shaders I've used in the past. I've noticed some people talking about shaders recently on Discord, and the shaders that I'm using is not the shaders that I've been using in the past, because it started not to work, and they haven't gotten it fixed, and I'm not interested in fooling around with this. So Vincentius Primus found a different shaders, so it gives a different feeling to this particular town. This town has this feeling. It's a little darker, it's a little moodier, because hi, did you want something? That's one of my people. Oh, that might have been Lucas. It might have been the blacksmith. Let me change my view for a second. It's morning, and people are starting to go to work. We have some visitors walking around or standing around. But the townspeople are getting ready to go to work. And I can look here, and I'm going to see, I have one builder who's working, who started working immediately, and he's working on the chicken farm. And for those of you who were watching, so here's two things. For those of you who were watching the last time we were on YouTube, remember the fuss that I was making about the way the doors looked. That turned out to be a lighting shaders thing, that this shaders is bringing out an aspect of Chroma Hills and Chroma Hills, which I didn't notice before in some of the other builds, and it is the shaders that's doing it. It is not a recent change to doors or any of that kind of stuff. It couldn't be. I hadn't updated or any of that kind of stuff. I kind of knew that. It was just one of those curious things, but it did bring up an interesting discussion about timeline changes and timelines themselves. So it was kind of fun. It was fun to have that event happen. Another thing, if today is July 18th, 2026, if you are within a week of watching this and want to see Pipkin, I see Pipkin's shadow. Where are you? Did you see that shadow? Where did they go? They must have went to the other side of the tree, but I saw Pipkin, our parrot, their shadow on the ground. But it's gone now. Okay. And if you want to watch the Twitch, this is what you'll see on Twitch. You will see us putting in this road up to the chicken farm. Now I have a second one that I have to make up to that area where the new chicken farm is. And the chicken farm got chickens. And yesterday we were having all sorts of problems with the chickens.
Good to see ya.
Hi, Sean. What are you trying to reach? Sean's trying to reach something. Yes, it would probably be easier to go inside. And so yesterday on Twitch, we put in a new walkway to go up to the chicken farm. And this is the walkway that we put in right here. Now, because we have this house, we have these two Incan houses in this area. Let's see, what do I want to do with that? Hold on. I might have to put that there for a second. Oh yeah, that's right. I was looking at packs. Adorn has some interesting packs, and I was looking at them, some of the things that come with Adorn. So this is what Cash is working on. This is a level 4, and he is bringing it up to a level 5. That's Cash right there. Without letting the chickens out, he's expanding the field and bringing it up to level 5. Now I don't remember, I haven't made this in ages. I think I haven't made an Incan chicken farm since 20. I think maybe 20 was the last time I made a chicken farm, an Incan chicken farm. Excuse me. So the farm has changed a little bit, and your eyes are not deceiving you. You actually do see a villager down in the chicken farm, and they're not going to get trapped anymore in there. Yes, he's trying to ride the waterfall up. They're not going to get trapped anymore because they'll be able to walk up the stairs in this building. I believe there are stairs, and we'll see in a little bit when this building is complete. Yep, there's a door there, and there are the stairs. So he'll be able to take the stairs. He belongs to this house. We have, as of the hi, are you stuck on this chair? Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, it's done. It's finished. Dun, 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 dun. It is finished. This is a level 5 Incan chicken farm, and it is the first one in a long time. It's either level 4 or level 5. Let me make sure. It is, in fact, the level 5. Dun, 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 dun. And look, see, we have a stair here. What's your problem? Why can't you get up? We'll find out in a minute what's keeping him from getting up. He should be able to get up. Uh-oh, chickens. Chickens, no. Close the door. Chickens are, close the door. The chickens are out. I did that. I just let the chickens out. But he's going down. And let's see now what happens here. Come on, guys, come on, come back in. So this is their food and where they perch and their perches. See, those are the nests, the nesting areas. And then this is their water. And they like it, actually. And are you going to use the stairs and get out of here? Are you? Come on, use the stairs and go. He's just fascinated by chickens. Go back down. Thank you. Get out. Open that again. Nope. Go down, go down. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, so this is what was happening before. So now we've got a bunch of chickens. Oh, I know. Why am I doing this? I'm so silly sometimes. So let me do this. All right, guys, come on. Come follow me down. Come on. Where are you? Come follow me down. You guys can follow me down. Follow me down. Follow me out. All of you. Thank you. Good. Okay. So that takes care of that. So yeah, this is a new setup actually for it from the last time that I saw it, and I like it. I do. I like it. So we're going to work on some parts here. We're going to put in a wall right here, since this comes all the way up like this. We'll have to put in a wall section. However, before I do any of that, yesterday when I was getting it, so when I stream, I don't usually get a picture, a thumbnail picture, until after I'm done. And I've always kind of liked doing it that way. How did I do that? Hold on, let me come down here. I think I have some paving that I would rather use there instead of that. And this is what I would like to use. And did I get a piece of it? Let me see. Yes, I did. Let's come over here. I just removed a piece of stone. I did it on purpose. I didn't accidentally do that. I was thinking, why is that there? Because what it needs is this. And this can go back. And this here. I know it has to do with this, but I don't like the way it looks now. So I'm going to take that away and have it kind of match. We'll put another one here. Oops, we can't. Oops, look what I just did. And this one here. That there, yes, I know there's nothing underground there. So why are there two types of stone? Because slowly but surely, I want to be able to take this stone, this is andesite. This is plain andesite rock. And unprocessed andesite, I don't think is what they will use as sidewalk. But they actually need a processed stone, and smooth stone is a processed stone. So this is the reason why you can see in some areas that I've got smooth stone, and then I've got the andesite. I'm slowly but surely changing all the sidewalks when I feel like it. So I interrupted myself. The sun is setting. Yesterday when I was doing a thumbnail, something really terrible happened in the world. I lost my first person. We hadn't had a person pass away here ever in Jalapari, and yesterday that happened. So I think what happened was I decided I was looking at the chimney on the top of this building. This is a villager building, and I decided to put a chimney in. And so this is, I think, whose chimney is this? Let me see. Whose is this? Let me come here for a minute. Let me see. This is Adorn. So I love Adorn's chimneys, and they're very nice, and they fit really well, and they smoke really nicely. And so then I came in here, and I was thinking, well, I should open up this part right here. This was solid block right above, and it's like, but the chimney is right above this, so this is meant to vent. And so I just had it open like this. And it was like that for probably an hour or something. And then I received a notification that Harrison, who works in the mine, he's the mine archer, he's the guard for the mine, that he was killed, he burned to death. He was on fire and he burned to death in the northern part of the city. Now this is the northern part of the city. North is that way, south is that way, east and west. I couldn't find, it used to tell you, it used to give you the exact numbers of where the person was, and it doesn't do that anymore. And so I couldn't find, the only thing I can think is that he used magic, because they do, to get out of the mine, and because this was a space, he came up here, and that caused his death. So you can see now that I have put in grates here, which I'm calling, these grates are actually iron trapdoors. So there's not enough space for him to spawn into this area. They can spawn above the trapdoor, and then they'll have to spawn themselves out because it's closed. But unfortunately, that meant that we lost Harrison. Now Harrison and Haley were a couple. They were not an official couple. They were a couple who were unofficial couple. And who's this right
Is
here?
there
Hi, Raylan.
a problem?
And they raised Raylan. And Raylan and Hattie and Harrison raised Raylan. And Raylan and Hattie are gatehouse keepers. and they have just lost one of their loved ones. And I did want to give them a rest for a moment to sort of like deal with the loss. And so we're going to have Jessica, we're going to have the coaches of the university archery team come and take their places of Hattie and Raylan while they mourn the passing of Harrison. Hi, Mr. Villager. Hello. How are you? And while they mourn the passing of Harrison, and so I think it's Victoria, but let me see. It's either Victoria or Veronica. It is Veronica. So Veronica and Jessica are going to take over for Hattie and Raylan for a little bit, and Malachi is going to take over being a mine guard until we find someone who's qualified to do that. So we're going to have these workers here, not be here. And I'm doing okay. I had a little accident yesterday after my Twitch stream, Mr. Villager, which is what I was talking about, where when the villagers came, we now have villagers. Your villagers found their way here, and when they came, Harrison apparently tried to do some magic to get out of the mine, and he magically appeared in the lava pit in the iron worker, the villager iron worker building. And so just some throat issues, but already recovering. Okay, good. So we're going to let Hattie and Raylan have some time off, and we're going to have let's come here, take them off, and let's have Jessica and let's have Veronica take their place for a while. Now Hattie and Raylan will have to put them in a house so that they have some place to live for this time being, or I can put them in the. How am I? I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I've kind of had some strange timing in this last couple of days, and I haven't gotten back to people who were saying happy birthday to me for day before yesterday, and haven't gotten back to thank them. I've sort of done a massive thank you, but I didn't do a real thank you, and I like to notice the people who come, and so that was one thing, which is very strange. This should be a landmark birthday for me, but apparently it's not. Apparently it's not any more than it was a landmark for the United States of America. I mean, 250 years, it should be a landmark. It should have been a wonderful coming together of the country, wonderful celebration, but it was marred by pettiness and selfishness and greediness. And so that spread over into the celebration of the 250th birthday of the United States. Let me go into the mining. Not today. It was 2 days ago. And yeah. So let me come here for a second, and let's have Malachi work here. So we're going to have Malachi be the archer who goes down into the mine, and let me make sure that I have the right one. Yes, so he's assigned now. And so now that he's going back to work, now Riley, we could have Riley be off for a while, manage workers, and he was. Riley is paused because he also was mourning the passing of his friend Harrison. Harrison and Riley have been down in the mines together for a long, long time. What are you apologizing for, Mr. Villager? Oh, you're apologizing for Harrison. Yeah. And so let's come here and let's look. And so because it was fire, because it was a fire death, the Luna was unable to collect any of his belongings or his remains. He essentially had a Viking death. And however, Luna and the family has made a memorial for him in the catacombs. You should get a cake for myself. I should get a cake for myself. I'm not much on cake. I mean, there are some that I like, but I'm not that keen about it. I don't really have that, like, a serious sweet tooth, and so those kinds of things are fun, but it wasn't anything. So this is Harrison's memorial right here, Harrison Julian Cricket, and he is now in his eternal resting place here. And Luna was a little bit concerned and a little afraid, because this was her first thing that she had to do, and there she is, but she rose to the occasion, and everyone is proud of her for handling Harrison's memorial and putting it in a place where his family can come and talk to him. Yes. So the very first, and you missed it, Mr. Villager, I think, where I was explaining that what happened was that Harrison took a shortcut. In other words, he spawned. He's the mining druid. He was. And he sometimes they spawn their way out of the mine, and he spawned himself into the villager blacksmith's their lava stand. So the villager building and has this lava stand right here. And I opened up, and I'll just show it again so people can understand what happened again. Let's come here. I did not have these here. These weren't here. I opened this up. This was not actually open. And I opened it up thinking, oh cool, the heat will just rise up, and this will be explained to explain why we have this chimney showing smoke there, because this is here. However, I didn't realize that it left a space for someone to spawn into, and that's why we have these trapdoors here now. I was concerned about kids getting into trouble here with this being open, but that is not as scary as somebody teleporting, and that's what he did. He teleported, used magic, and teleported to there. Now we have some villagers now, and they live here in this house, and they are. One of them should be here. I can hear him, but he's not here, so he's probably visiting. He's probably over here visiting. And one of them has decided that they want to live here. So at night, they come here to go to bed. So we're going to put in an extra, we're going to have cash now that he's done. or McKenna, now that she's done, because this is a level 5. Oh, no, 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 no. No, this isn't, it was an accident. And it isn't something that requires something like that. It was an accident. And foolishness on Harrison's part for teleporting in the first place. No, absolutely not. We do not blame the villagers for that in any way. If anything, the town could blame me for a faulty design, and they would be justly. What are you doing?
What a beautiful sky.
Lucas?
Look at those clouds.
Great to see you.
Hi. Hi. You're visiting Dixie a lot. Hi, Dixie. Yes, I know. Lucas lives with Tatiana, if I'm not mistaken. But maybe that has changed. They're not an official relationship, so probably not. Ayush, Ayush, how are you? How are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Busy with studies? I'm sure you are. I totally understand. Yeah, studies are important. They are. Welcome. It's nice to see you. So we now have the archery professors, the archery coaches from the university, filling in for Hattie and Raylan, the gatehouse archers, because they lost a family member or someone who was close to them. Not family, actually, but someone they loved. And then we have Malachi, who is one of the coaches, who's filling in as a mine guard. And who's that? That's Thatcher, isn't it? Yeah, I think that is. So you notice the people are in, they're in, what is it called? Hellenic clothing? Yes, we have them in Hellenic clothing because it's summer here and it's very hot. How is Lord Vincent? Vincentius is fine, thank you. He is asleep.
Red again.
He's asleep, and but he's doing okay. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. And I hope your studies are going well. I hope they are. And I'll tell him that you asked about him if he doesn't show up towards the end. You would like to bury an elder in your plot, can we? Yes, you can. So let's go over to Luna. And I just need a full name. And do they want to be in the catacombs or do they want to be in the ground above? So let's come down here. So let's show the people for a minute. They could either, Mr. Villager is saying that one of his people has also passed away. And
mutton and potatoes? Well, it can't get better than that.
Oh, I'm glad, Cairo. I'm glad you're feeling good. So we could offer a grave site, and the grave sites are here. So we have grave sites here. Or we could offer the catacombs. And so the catacombs are down here. The underground grave sites, memorial sites. A surface one, okay. And let's come here. And let's see if I can get one of these to work. It is possible to engrave grave sites. Let's come to graves. I just have never been able to get them to work. So these are I'm going to show him several different types of grave stones. And see, and then This one, Minecolonies General, and the named grave. And I haven't figured out how to put the names on. If you know how, you can help. So let's come up here and I'll show them to Mr. Villager. Right here, we use this area right here and we can show the different kinds. So we have this type, we have this, we have this, we have this, and this. So that's several different types of graves there. And those graves are Macaw's holiday gravestones. And you can see there's gravestone. And then we have, I think we have this piece here. Yeah, that's also Macaw's. And then we have Minecolonies pieces. This gravestone here. And there is the gravestone, and then we have the memorial piece. Ayush? The first one will be great? Okay, we'll do the first one. It's a surprise coming from Macaw's? Yeah. Let me see. Ayush, you realize that your English is not that good. You messed up speech during school competition because you forgot your lines. Then you tried make yourself, and you realize you're very bad at English. Ayush, you understand me when I'm talking and you are writing in chat? I think you're doing pretty good in English. I can't do that with Hindu yet. I can't do that with Hindu. I know some words and I know some things, but I couldn't comprehend if you started talking to me in Hindu. So please don't apologize for not knowing a second language. And you tried to make yourself. Yeah, no, it's absolutely. So Mr. Villager has chosen this gravestone. And now we're going to ask where he would like that gravestone to be. So we're going to put away the others for now. He likes the first one of Macaw's, so we'll put all of these others away. He's right here. And this is the stone that we're going to use. And where would you like that stone to be? See, you can't write it? Well, there are some things, it just takes time. It takes time, and English, languages can be hard sometimes. So yeah, the fact that you can even communicate with me. This is how much Hindu I know. See, I can't even think of anything. I can't think of anything. I know words, like if you were to write the word for woman, I think, I remember if you were to write the word for man, I probably would recognize those words. I would recognize the word for and. I recognize some sentences. I recognize the word for school in Hindi. If I saw the word for school written, I would know it was school. And that's, so I'm still kind of learning those kinds of things. Maybe by the corner, any place works. So see how these are here? I could do this corner right here where this granite is, or I could do this position right here where the granite is. I kind of like one of those two places, if that's okay. Some candles in front would be good. That will work. So why don't we do it right here? I'm going to give it a little bit more prominence, and I think I'd like to do it here. Let's see if I can put it, there we go, like that. And let's put some candles. He would like some candles. What color? would you like, Mr. Villager? What color candles would you like? Let's see if we get a color. And while he's deciding on a color, we're going to decide right now. That is the grave right there. And we're going inside and decide what candles we're going to put at, wait, wasn't it a tall gravestone? That is it. That's actually the tallest. That's the tallest of the gravestones. Standard ones. I'm almost positive, but let me look here. Grave. Graves. Yep. There's this one. Did you mean this one? Oh, maybe you did. I made a mistake. I think you did mean the taller one. You meant that one, didn't you? You meant that gravestone, didn't you? We'll find out in a minute. These are what I have. Let's come over here. Let's come over here and look. Grave. So in graves, those are the only stones, those are the only gravestones that I have. The ones that I put out. Everything else was some kind of modded, but that's the one you meant, isn't it? Yes, okay, sorry about that. You meant the super tall one. And I've got that. And let's come down here. And what color? Common candles, colorless ones, okay. How many do you want? How many candles do you want? This is the regular candle. Let's come here and let's go to here. Nope, it's coming up the wrong way, so let's put it this way. From the back. Oh, it's the direction. So the way the grave is facing, the smaller candle is behind. So we can't do a small one. 4. 4 is good. Okay, let me go into my backpack. I do have a light in my backpack, flint and steel. So we'll light them, and it looks like that. And so there we go. So there is a memory. And do you want something written on it? Now this is macaque. Oops, I just set something on fire myself. Oh, I just set this ground on fire. Stop, put out the fire. They don't rotate. Yeah, they don't rotate. I wish they did, but they don't. I forgot about that. But that's it. And if you want, is a polished andesite underneath them possible? Yes, it is. Let's do polished andesite. Let's come here and let's get polished. This is polished andesite right here. And we'll take one of those and put underneath. And there we have it. And how does that look? And while he's deciding on that, so when people come through the graveyard, they will see that grave right there. And I like that, actually. That works really nicely. Ayush? Okay. Yay, good. Okay, let's go down into the catacombs, and let's have the family members put something in front of his, and we're going to have a couple things. So let's have let's look at what we can have first of all. And we could do candle, and no, that's okay. He was studying. He was just dropping in. Oh no, he's there! Yay! Okay, Welcome back. And I want a flower, and I'm going to use a flower from Dawn of Time, if they still are there. Dawn of Time is updated and removed a bunch of things, but I'm hoping that there are still some flowers. Building furniture. Yay! Okay. And so we're going to use this pot, and we're going to use candles. So right in front, can't put anything right in front. So let's come here and look. We can put it to the side right here. And then we can have a candle on this side. We'll have 2 candles and we'll light them, and there they are. And so that is for Harrison, who passed away. And let us come here and let's put some things back for a second. I'm going to put this back here. Look at all this stuff I have on me. Isn't this wild? You're Batman? You are? Okay. This is good. Welcome, Batman. And then we can put these pieces away. All right, so we just now there's family members, so we have those. And if other people want to put something down, do I have any other flower pots? Oh yes, Beautify. There might be something in Beautify that we want to put down, but I don't see anything. And yeah, I think that's going to be it, what I'm going to put there. I think that's going to be it. Dawn of Time has flowers in the Japanese. In furniture, in this one, there's one of the chandeliers I was looking for. And the fireplace is really nice. And in this one, this is just building materials for the Romans. Pre-Columbian has, nope, it's just building materials also. French has just building materials, Persian, and Chinese. So although there is a paper lantern in the Chinese section, and so that is where we got those little flowers from. They're one of my favorite flower pots, is that one. And okay, you have to go. Okay, okay. Ayush, I promise I'm going to learn a word for you. I'm going to learn how to say bye or hello or something. I promise to do that. So you too, have fun. You too, and see you next time. And thank you for being in chat. Thank you very much. All right, so that's the end of that part there. The family will come down because they and come down and visit when it's not. And the cathedral is here for them. This is Pedro in the hospital. The main hospital is in the cathedral. And then Genesis is here. And you notice because we're doing before electricity. There were trains before electricity. So before electricity, we're doing candles. And so we have started replacing some things. Now, Mr. Villager is here. So we're going to go upstairs to the choir loft and look at where we were supposed to be putting in an actual choir loft. And we kind of started looking at putting it in right here. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to have the candle here. I think I'm going to need this entire space. But I'm going to take these pieces away for a minute and go to the design that Mr. Villager sent me on Discord and look at it because it was good. for what I want to do here. And let's go for a second. Look at it. Let's just come up here. And he sent it to me as private, so as a message. So I always wish that he would put them on so that everyone can see them. But there it is. All right. So we're going to take this away because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It fits perfectly into this location here. So let's move the candlestick, which I just made go away. Let's move the candlestick and the candle. I don't need that many. Candlestick and the candle right here. I don't need that many. And we're going to move it here so that we have some light. There's that, and then let's put it right here, just for now. Just for now. Look, we're looking over the bottom, the seating area, the pews in the cathedral, and this is why this is in fact the choir loft right here. So let's make these go away for a second. Let's come back to here and let's look and see what we're going to use. And I see you have the candles in front, and we'll do that. And let's see what I can do. Oop, bonky. Sorry, I just bonked the screen. Let me see what I can do with stone. So we're making an organ. Organs existed before electricity, and I think that I'm going to actually have to look for a moment. And let me go to online for a sec and see something here. I should have done this before, but I didn't, but it's okay. Just for right now, because I want to do it, I'm going to see what it looks like. Let's do... We're listening to Vincentius Primus, by the way. Normally we listen to Drone Hands, and we do have Drone Hands music still, but just right now we're listening to Vincentius. Okay, you know what that gave me when I put in organs? It gave me body body organs, church organs. That was funny. It actually gave me, let me give you something to look at. Hold on for a second. Let's make that go away. Let's come here and let's go out to here for a second while I'm looking. And this is an area, there we go. Let's see this walkway here. Isn't this beautiful? And we can see that the sun is setting. There's some chairs in this area for people visiting the church, the cathedral. And let's do organ. And there we go. And let's do that. And there we have it. Oh, they're wood. They're made out of wood and pipes. And the pipes are usually silver. The pipes are silver. So can we have silver? Can we have iron? I think we can as a part of Domum Ornamentum cutter. Let's get a cutter. Let's get iron. Let's get an iron block. And let's get, oh, interesting. So with Mr. Villager's help, we're going to do one. Let's get, I don't think you can place iron bars by themselves. We have to have things that we can place. A bench. They usually have a bench, so we'll use handcrafted's bench, the darkest one. We'll use a dark oak bench, and what else do we need? And then we need wood. And what kind of wood should we use, Mr. Villager, for this? Wood. What kind of wood should we use for it? We should probably use dark oak, maybe? Let's use, yeah, stripped is what I want. I think I want stripped. Let me see. Yeah, I definitely do. You know what would be fun? Oh, I know. Now this we can go to Dawn of Time for, because Dawn of Time has waxed oak. In one of the pieces, there's waxed acacia. Ooh. So there's waxed acacia. And in different pieces. And then here's a pieced waxed edge. Let's look at that. And then in, which one is that? Which one are we in? I think we're in, no, we weren't in French. Persian. We were in Chinese. That's where we've got the waxed acacia. Let's come up here. And I think it's German that has the other waxed. And yes, we have rammed dirt, but we also have waxed. This is waxed oak. And we might have more pieces of waxed oak than we do waxed acacia. So let's take waxed oak for a second, just to see what it looks like. And the sculpted wax oak ledge. And some other pieces here. Okay, so let's see if we can make pipes. The pipes are calling. The pipes are calling. And let's come here. And let's look at these posts. And let's come to posts. Let's click on this. And there's the different posts that we have. And so let's take iron and put in, and sure enough, we can get every kind of post that we want. So we can get this, 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 we can get these, and then we can get the doubles and these. So we'll see what all these posts look like when we begin to set things. So one thing we need is the sides, and let's set the sides sort of flat, I think. And I think that'll be curious to do. But I have these big pieces coming out on the side. Let's see what the stripped acacia looks like. So it almost looks like copper. It's very interesting, isn't it? It almost looks like copper. Let's see what happens if we set this here and then have this ledge come out in front of it. So see that part there? See how we're making that come out? And then under here, we're gonna have to check. We're gonna have to fix this on the bottom. Let's put something right there because that's what organs have. And then let's put, not there. Let's put right here. I need slab or something. And I'm not gonna have it. Let's put this here. Right in that part. All right. So this is made this is similar to what you were showing and what we want to do. And it's so far so good. And then they have this. See this right here? So we can have this go up and on that side. And then why don't we make two up here? Let me look at this wood for a second and see what it looks like. What if we put this on the bottom first and then had this come up above it? Let's see what that looks like. So that's what we've got so far. We can do a top part for it. And if we do a top, maybe not. Let's try the pipes now. So this is what it looks like so far. So let's see what happens when we add pipes. So let's take these pieces. Let's put the bench down because then I can put the bench away. Whoa! They can't fall through, but that is really interesting, isn't it? So we'll put the bench there, and we have that seated there like that. When I go down to underneath, I'll put paneling on the roof, and that'll hide that part right there. All right, so let's come here. Let's make these go away for now. These are in the room and we're fine. Although I might want to hold on and make that a different color. So we'll take that for a second. This is a waxed edge. What's the difference? We have two different waxed edge. Oh, look at the way this waxed edge is coming. Hold on. Let me look at this for a second. Oh my gosh, look what we just found. Ooh, look at that. And then can we put it? Nope, we can't put it anywhere else. So that's going to be the way it's going to look. And then now we need the pipes. The pipes are calling. So let's come here. Lattice stone, brick windows. I don't know that we can use the lattice for anything, but let's come to where we have the pipes. So let's make this go away. Let's come to here and bring down all of these pieces right here. Now, is there anything else you can think of, Mr. Villager, other than the iron that would look like the metal pipes for these? They're not quite as shiny, I think, as I would like. But I don't know if we could get anything really, really shiny that we could use. And do I need surroundings on that part? Let's look at more for a minute. Surrounds. There's pieces on the side. Let me, now that I have the pipes, yes, there's pieces on the side. This works. I could bring this part up like this on the side and leave that the way it is, or I could maybe put another piece there. All right, so now we can put pipes. So all these pipes, I'm looking, I'm trying to see. That pipe can sit there, but it's too big. What do these look like? Whoops. What do you think of that? Yeah, I would like I would like something that looks a little bit more silvery. And we don't have anything like that, do we? We don't quite have anything that looks like that. Metal. There's silver ingot, but there's no way that I'm not going to get domum ornamentum to recognize that, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they're going to recognize that. Silver, let's look at silver. Silver hasn't come yet, has it? And the rods aren't going to work. Rods actually are not going to work. I think they're going to look like lights, and they're not going to look like, and the copper ones, they don't use copper. They're using really I don't see, all of them seem to be pretty steel looking. Although there are wood ones, or ones that kind of look like copper. This is going to be interesting. Hold on for a second. Oops, someone's not feeling well, but they're visiting the hospital, so that's fine. And that's my sign to get some water. This is the one thing that I definitely needed, and I'm so happy that that works. I wish I could put right here a second piece right here. Let me look at the waxed for a second, because usually organs have a double piece. So let's go back to Dawn of Time for a second. And too far. And there we go. And to here, and let's see the stair piece right here. So let's do this for a moment.
Nice.
Let me put this here just in case I decide. And so it would be here. But look. See, it's not doing it right. It's not the right color. I mean, it doesn't have the keys coming. I would like another set of keys is what I would like. Let me look and see if I can do something else. Hold on. Yeah, that sounds like more than one person not feeling well, doesn't it? Let's come back to Dawn of Time and let's see if I can find... So it's showing the wax stairs. Wasn't that wax stairs I just did and they weren't facing the right way? Let's look at the flat roof tiles for a second. Let's see. So the flat roof tiles, this is the wax stairs, and see they're doing that. Let me look at this and see what happens with this one. Oh, that's curious. That almost looks like the petals that they have, doesn't it? That really does. That almost looks like the petals. Okay, I like that. And now we need, we can't push this wall back or do anything. On the other side is the alchemist, and this is their wall, that piece right there. So we can't do anything with that, but we can do the big pipes here and add these on top. These pieces right here going up, and we can have it let's say we're going to have it go up 3. And that should be okay. Yeah, there's nothing really in purpur. I don't think, can I make pipes out of the, well, that would be interesting. Hold on. So let's hold on to that piece that's not in the room. Everything else that's in the room, we can put back for now. And let's put this here. Let's get a cutter again. Can we cut from those? Can we cut them? That would be wild. Lanterns. Let's see if we can cut lanterns into pipe. Now we might not be able to. And let's go to the pipes. The pipes are calling. Right here. Let's do this. And let's see if I can put this in. I cannot. Okay, so it was an interesting idea, but we can't do that, so we're not going to worry about it. All right, so now we have the seat, we have the first of the pipes, and now we'll just go ahead and put in these. And I think the way I'm going to do them is have them be here like this, across here, and then have them get bigger. And this will be interesting to see how this works. This is curious. No, I need a piece on the bottom, wouldn't I, to hold them. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Oh, that kind of looks like something. Ooh, that kind of looks like something, doesn't it? It does. Let's put these pieces on top. Oops, nope. On top. What do you think, Mr. Villager? Wow. Or should I just have it be these coming down right here? I think I should just have it be these, right? That's not bad. That's actually not bad. And if there were some pointed ones or something, let me see what these look like on top. So those are in the middle. Let's see what happens if we put these on top. Let's put them on top of these 3 right here. Put these on top like that. Now let's see what we've got. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, Mr. Villager. Perfect, Mr. Villager. Thank you so much. Thank you for your inspiration. Thank you for the inspiration to do that, because that is wonderful. Wonderful. Yay, team. I really like that. Hey. And so there is the organ, and this is a dawn of time, having this look right here. That's a little edge piece, and that edge piece is perfect for doing that. Let's go downstairs for a second. I have to go downstairs. Let these things go for a moment. They're in the room, and we don't need any of this anymore. I was wondering, should I put some side? I don't have any room to do anything there. Yeah, this is fine. Whether I should make this, whether I should have these actually go this way. There we go. Okay, I like that better. Don't you think? I think I like that better. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. And now that I have it looking like that, I think I want a different bench. Let's come here and let's look at the benches. We could do either mangrove or acacia. Or we could come back to the dark oak. Let's see. So we could either do mangrove. Acacia is really bright. Mangrove is too red. So yeah, this is probably going to be the best one right here. And then the choir is going to be right in this spot right here. Now, if I wanted to, I can expand this out to make room for a choir in that section right there. And I like kind of the idea that I would do that. But there it is. There is the Minecraft version of an organ. And with Mr. Villager's help, and with the help of Dawn of Time, to make it look like there are pedals and push buttons the way organs have, and a keyboard, and yeah. Could I put something on the front? I know. I don't think signs. I would need something, a ledge or something, edge, EDG. Let's see if anything here is showing edges. Now those are edges. See these right here? Flat roof tile pieces. This is Dawn of Time showing edges. I think it's going to come out too far, but let me just look for a moment and see what it would look like. Yeah, it's coming. It's not going to fit here because this is inside this block piece, and we can't put anything inside there. So we'll just have to let that go, and we'll have to be all happy about it, right? We will. Let's come here, and we're using the alchemist's stairs to get down into this area where we removed, and there it is right there. See, we removed a portion of the floor in this part, and we now have to cover this up. We don't. Oh, that's interesting. Let's bring this down, just in this section right here. Bring this whole piece down right here, and let's see if that works. That doesn't do anything to cover, so we don't have to do that. Whoop. Did I just take all the flooring off? I did. Because I doubled it, and that removed it. So let's put that back. Let's put that back. So we'll have to use paneling. It doesn't matter right here. That part doesn't matter. But I need something to close in this gap right there. And so let's see what I can do about some paneling. See, that looks okay. The piece of the organ coming right there, it looks all right. But I need some paneling, so let's do a cutter. Architect's cutter. And let's see what I have on me. This is oak panel. I don't think I need the cutter. Let's take the panel and let's put it right in this spot right here. So let's see if I can put it. I can't put it there, and I can't put it there. I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. It's just going to be that the organ person's feet are hanging off the edge. And that's what it's going to look like. It definitely is. Let me do something here. I don't like the raw showing, so we'll put those over top. See, they're not showing any place else. I think that's an oversight. Or I might have changed the design some kind of way. I don't remember, but when we were working on the organ, it might have affected that. Now, if we wanted to, we could pull this out into sort of just a little bit more of a, how much space do we have? A little bit more of a circle. But I think I'm not going to worry about that right now. I think I'm not. And I think this is good. And there's the light. We could have a light hang down from here over top of this to light it. And we might need to have a light hang down right from here. Let's get a chain. I think I took all of them out, but we'll deal with it later. Chain. Let's do dark chain, regular Minecraft chain. Let's do some kind of lantern, some kind of lamp. Chandelier. That was the word I couldn't think of the other day. And here they are. There's a tiny chandelier. We could use that one, or we could use the wood one, or we could use the copper one. And let's see. So let's hang down from here. Let's get the chain. And let's look and see what that looks like. The chain is actually hanging down right there. And then let's put on, let's start with this one, the wood one, and see what it looks like. So it would be here like this, and then we wouldn't have this. In this area, we would have this instead. I kind of like the wood one. It needs to be lit. So flint. Flint and steel. Let's see if I can light it without setting things on fire. And it lights like that. And that way there's light for the choir, for the organ. And that gives us this look. And I actually like it in that color. And then we could use lecterns, L-A-C-T. We could use a lectern here. Lecterns for, I don't know that I could fit a lectern. Hold on. Let's look at something for a minute. What would happen if we tried to, let me take this away. Let's see what happens if we put a lectern here. It would have to be up here. No, I don't like the way that looks. Okay, never mind. Never mind. So I took away one of the pieces there. And there we go. And I think that's correct. Okay. So yeah. So we'll just leave it. I don't want to add anything. I could put a lectern here. But it should be facing this way. So there's not enough room. See that? So let's try something with this wall. Let's bring, I want to be able to put the lectern right here, like this, and have the choir in a group right there. So in order to do that, I've got log there. Let's put flooring in, this flooring, in between these pieces here, coming out to here, and then let's have, I'm standing on the chandelier, let's have paneling come here. We'll have to use panel. Let's look and see what I've got. It would be interesting if we used something special, some kind of, there's the oak. Because there's all these different, like, see there's smooth stone, just as an example of what I want to do, is have this come out, have this be here, nope, 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 there we go. That actually matches right there, and have it be like that so they can see down, and then this is where it is. Let's go down and see what that looks like in the actual church. Let's fly down. So the people who are sitting in the pews, they would see that up there. The music is coming from there. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that was fun. I don't think we're going to add anything more. I think we are done with that part. So let's make all of this go away for now. And yay. Yeah, I imagine we could do some carpet and some things. We will add some more things later. Maybe common fences model. I didn't see. Oh, that was before. Yeah, as far as that's concerned. As far as the pipes are calling. Yeah. Oh, we could have added some wood. Wait, I can come up here. We could have added some wood. There's the community center, and we did add something to the community center. We did put in service. So see, there are cups here, and there's the drink places right there where they can come up, and cookies, like where they have a bake sale, where churches have bake sales. So this is this part. This is Anyanka's colors for the chairs in here, and it's nighttime. It's daytime, but people are in bed, so the sun must have just come up because everyone's still asleep. So as usual, we started a project without actually, without actually making sure that the builders were doing something. We just kind of started. That seems like a lot of people being sick, doesn't it? I'm at the maximum research. So that is a little bit a part of, I think, trade post that we sometimes, look at this. Hi guys, there's Wade. Speaking of Wade, and there's Luna. Wade is one of the builders, and when he comes back to work, we'll figure out what he's working on, because I don't think half the builders are doing anything at this particular moment. Let's look here, and let's see. Sure enough. So this is Maisie. Maisie is the main, she's counselor. She's one of the first four, and she is the first builder. So that means she sits on the council for the town council for all the builders. And she's not working on anything. The last thing she worked on was to make these 2 apartments level 5s. And she did. And so everything in the cathedral is now a level 5. Every single aspect of the cathedral is a level 5, including the apartment buildings. So when we got done with these apartments, when we got done with the apartments, the floor was still showing the ceiling of the nether miner. That's what's underneath this corridor. And so we lowered the ceiling of the nether miner so that we could put in a wood floor here. We might put this wood floor in through the entire place here. I'd have to see what it looks like underground down here, what it would look like. So there's Cairo. Cairo is the nether miner, and this is what happened. So you can see, you might not remember, but this is 1 block lower than it was. And so that we could put in different flooring in the hallway. We could put in wood flooring in the hallway because this ceiling was showing in the hall. And then this is a level 5. This is finished. And we haven't decided what we want to do with the walls yet. We're actually thinking about what Cairo would like to do with his embassy because now that the excavation of this portal, and this is our story, that this portal, has anyone of yours arrived already? Oh yeah, let me interrupt. We'll come back to that. Everything looks fine right here so far, and everything is fine under here on the ceiling from changes that we made, and we're just looking at that. But let's show Mr. Villager the villagers who arrived. Who's this sitting here?
What can I do for you?
There's Wade. Okay, and the way I'm going to do it is we're going to come over here. I have 2 villagers who are assigned to the blacksmith area that we have. So the Nether Embassy was misplaced. Was it misplaced, or was it up one too high? I'm not sure, but the ceiling of the embassy absolutely showed through to the cathedral entryway, and so we brought the ceiling down just 1 block, and it didn't seem to do too much to the design of the embassy. And let me see if I can find the villagers who belong here. I don't hear anybody. Oh, now I hear somebody. Where are you? Oh! How did you get in there? Are you taking a bath in the concrete mixers? Are you stuck in the concrete mixers? You are, aren't you? How in the world did you get in there? Hold on. This is some of the stuff that happens with them, and I'll have to figure out what to do about that to keep them from getting stuck, because they can't get out. So let me see here. I could cover it with a screen. I could do a screen like we've done in some other places, and I think that'll keep them. There's a bunch of things that let's do traps. Let's do trap doors, and let's do these traps. So we'll put a trap screen over the top of this, so he can't get in there. And there he is. He's standing where Ellie, this is Ellie's station right here, but he is actually an armorer. And Ellie just said, "Get out of my space. Get out of my space." Oh, I want to go somewhere. So this is what we find. And then we have a second one who was over here, but I can't hear them now. But there is a second. So closer to sunrise, we should be able to. So Mr. Villager, I put in a bell at each of the work spots so that they would feel okay.
Good night.
And this is what we have so far. And he'll find his way out. So we have an armorer, and the housing for the armorer is right here. Oh, and there he goes. So he's now out, and he is there. Do I have 2 armorers? I don't think so. I hear some. There we go. So there he is. So there's one of them. There's one of them. And now we're going to come down this. We're going to take the rail right here. Let's go to the next building over. So this is this is actually the warehouse entrance here, but we're going down to the mechanic and the glass shop entrance right here, because this is the closest that we can get to the new horticulturalist that is up here. And this is one of the places where we need to put in another stair right in this spot right here. We just haven't done it yet. And this person is, I think, in the chicken farm still, although it doesn't look like it now. So they might be inside. Let's see if they are. Aha! So here's another. So this is a leather worker who is here inside, and I think he's probably stuck on this chair. He might be stuck on the chair. Do you think he is, Mr. Villager? Stuck on that chair? Because sometimes they get stuck on modded furniture. And there was 2 of them in this area. And now, once again, I only see 1 in this part. So that is we did have the flower shop person is missing. Because we did have someone, oh, I heard 2 sounds. So the bell is right here, which should call them back. Do you hear that sound? Did it sound like it came from here? Let's see if the flower shop person is in this area. I don't see them yet. Doot, doot, doot. Hopefully, we have a fence here so that they can't fall. Unless they went up into the hills. But I don't see them. But there are 2 of them. There are 2 here. You can hear one, and then you can hear a different, oh, they might be in here. They might have gone up into here. They like to go high. And they might have gone in here, but they're not. Okay. So I've lost them. There's someone still that's missing. So we'll find out. So that's 2. So that's the flower shop and the blacksmith. And then around the corner, let's go to sleep so that it's daytime. This is the gatehouse that belongs to, shoot, I knew yesterday. And now I don't know today. I'll have to check in the morning. All right, yay, meticulous disassembly. So the unraveling of meticulous disassembly means that we can actually have the recycling and trade post remove enchantments from things. And that is going to be very fun. Then also we did Epicure. And Epicure is the final, it's the level 5 of them being satisfied with their food for a longer period of time. So those 2 researches have been completed. And we're on our way to find the other villagers site that we have. Now the one that we haven't put in yet is the university one, where we were going to add a villager's library. But right now, the other one that we have is the butcher. And so we have our animal farms in this area here. And we have new animal farmers. And the new animal farmers are at the back end of this animal field, But we're going over to this part right here, where we have a villager butcher. Oh, Mr. Villager, we have a new dog. We have a new wolf, and I believe that is the new wolf. And there we go. Hello, guys. So we have a leather worker here, and we have a fisherman here. Now the leather worker, of course, works in the butcher shop, and the fisher, because we have fishing right here, these are the two fisheries, and there's Dennis and Marissa are both fishing. And so I think that's why, and we have a barrel here, so that makes a fisher. And they seem to be pretty satisfied with this area. And yes, we have, because we have, and that's as far as we've gotten, because we have another set of farmers. I'm going to go through here. Do I want to bring him this one back? Let's bring this one back. Let me take these down and put them away. And let's see if I can get them from here. I might can reach them. Yes, I can. Okay, so let's bring them back in. Oop, I stepped into the water and I got siren sight. Okay, and that is Rude Wolf coming in right now. Rude Wolf is our most senior wolf, and Floof is around somewhere, but we have a new wolf. No, we only have three pets. So we have Rude Wolf and Floof, and the new wolf, who is a girl, and I'm thinking of calling her Sheila again. Sheila. So female wolves are called she-wolves, and so we want to call her Sheila. What do you think of that, Mr. Villager? In honor of Sheila in the land of pt.47, remember? And so we have a house here. You want to come out? You want to come out? Well, there's no way to get you out without letting everyone else out, unless I use wheat. So let me do this, and let's open the gate here, and let's bring them all back. Come on, everybody. Come back, come back. Yes, all of you come back. And then let me see if I can close this, reach this gate and close it. No! Let me move back. I'm going to move them all back for a second. There we go. And so now she's been replaced by a pig. So let me get a carrot. And let me get that pig to come. And so let's do this and get the pig to come. Come on. Come on. So this is madness. And I know it's madness, and I'm actually really fine with it. So this is a level, this should be a level 5 now, or is Josiah still working on these? He is still working on this, and it says cancel the upgrade. So, no, you can't come in. You can't come in. So you'll have to go back into the field. And so we have this house right here, and he's also working on this house right here. Kind of crowded. That's the reason why we put Animal Farm there. So this is a level 4, yay! So now this one's going to go up to level 5 as well. Josiah is going to work on both of those and bring these two houses up to a level 5. We are going to add another. Oh, that's why he hasn't, because we did add another farm. And let's do build options here, and let's do Josiah. Let's have him build this before he works on the housing. So I'm going to come up here and have him work on this before he works on the housing. What's stopping me from doing this? There we go. So let's cancel the housing for a minute. I would like that to be done first. Cancel the upgrade. The reason that we're doing this primarily is just to have more, have them be able to take care of these animals in this area, because there's always been a lot of animals in that area. Try to increase the villager membership to 16. I have to do it slowly. They have to have places to live. And 16, Mr. Villager knows if there are 16, then there will be a golem, and there will be cats. And And so we'll see. Yes, the answer to that is yes, I will do that. But I want to work on some pieces first. So let's have Josiah work on that farm. And let's see what it says here that he's working on. So cancel the residence and have him work on the farm until it's a level 5 so we can have the other farmers, the other animal farmers. In this area where we are, I could, and this would be an interesting thing to do, Mr. Villager, is I could put, and I just thought of it just now, I can put a composter here, and they'll work this farm. They'll work on that farm. And that's an excellent idea. I would almost rather have them do the farm than do the, so let me come here and do farm, composter. It's this composter right here. And we'll put the composter here. Let's put the composter here. Right there like that. It would do that, huh? I guess there's not much I can do about that except to put it someplace else. And I kind of like it there. Let's do this like this. Let's put this here. And let's put the composter under their window? No, that doesn't make any sense, does it? That does not make any sense at all. We could put it in the yard. We could put it in the yard. Let's take these bushes out and put the composter in this corner right here. This will be good. Let's put the composter there. And then they can come in. So we have a composter in that spot. Do you think they'll find it? You think they'll find it? Let's hope so. I could put one here. So see where this composter is right here? Why don't we trade and put that composter in that part right there. And there's another one of those back here, so that's fine. And that'll make him turn into, the villager turn into a farmer. And that'll be good. Okay, so those are the ones that we have. So if you have a farmer and they start to harvest, they breed like crazy, well, that's fine. Well, then we'll have people. So if we take this out, if we take these fields out and actually make them real fields in this area, so we're going to dig up these fields and plant and have plants that they'll actually grow. So we can take the melons away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 melons. So let's get melons. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9 melons we just took out of there. And now we'll fix this. Beetroots and carrots would be nice. Okay, we'll do that. Let's put a light here for a second. We got a potato. Let me take this and put this here. And let's put a light here for a moment. There is a light there, but I'm just going to put one on this corner just for a minute. And then let's take this part out. In the middle of the night, we're going to dig out this. And I'm just doing this so that I get the plants to go away here. Uh-oh, there's the water. So we found the water source for these two. And this only goes to here, I think. And let's put this dirt back here. And now I need water. How is that water there? Let me go to bed. I'm having trouble. Let's go down here. I can't see. Let's come here. Let's come here and let's come up and oh, yay! Excellent. He's sleeping. Oh, I'm so happy. That makes me so happy. He's actually sleeping there. Is this Sheila? Sheila, is that you? Let's see who this is. No name. So this is in fact Sheila. She doesn't have a name, so that is Sheila. We're going to get a name tag for her. Yay! And I had to remove a piece of the wall here because they weren't finding the bed. And so I removed that little piece of wall there so that they could find the bed more easily. The other villager is sleeping here. They've been sleeping here from the beginning and likes to sleep there. And so I'm just going, fine, the people don't care. Cannon doesn't care. So I'm going to sleep in their house tonight. I'll sleep right here. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this farm field and what we can do about it. This farm field right here. There was water there. Oh, I see where the water is. Okay, the water's in that block under there. So that's perfect. And so we can have this entire field here be grown from that block of water. So now I need field. Nope, I need dirt. Let's see if I can find. I could just go ahead and do it myself, right? Maybe I should. So let's fill this in. And I'll get what I need here. And let's get a farm tool. So we'll get this one. Yes, that is exactly what it said. But that has to do with if you're doing challenges, and I'm not doing challenges, so I'm not, those achievements don't mean anything. All right. Do I want to make two separate fields? I could. If there are two separate fields, they would be here. Let's kind of bring this up. And let's make this separate right here. 2, 3, 4. And so we'll do carrots and potatoes. Let's make this go away. No, carrots and beets. Carrots and beets is what you said was good. Okay. Let's take all of this and put here for a second. And let's get, I have carrot to start. Separate is prettier. Yes, I agree. And beets. Beet seeds. Yay! The cowhand hut is now up to a level 2. And these are beetroot seeds. And this is Minecraft beet. And did that not? Oh, I needed this right here. Let's bring this down. And we'll put that right there. So these are the two fields. And we can do, let's do beets in this one. And let's do carrots in this one back here. And there we are. And that's excellent. Let's take this away. And out. So there's the fields for this farmer who's going to be here. And I don't need any of this stuff. This stuff can all go back into my things and take that away. And so there we have it. So that is where we have villagers. So that's the three places right now that we have villagers. We have villagers right here. This is a butcher shop and a villager house. Over here in the other side of the farm country, we have a botanist or horticulturalist or a botanist who is here in this house, and this is a combination house and a place where they work, and so that is there. And then down here we have villagers in the blacksmith. Please take the fence gate away. They can't use it. Fence gate of what? What fence gate? Hold on. Fence gate away from where? From where? Oh, they can't use it. That's right. I forgot. Sorry about that. Yes. He's talking about at the farm. That we need to take the fence gate away from the little farmhouse because they can't use them. They can't use these. So we're just going to have this be open. This part right here. Cut the grass. And so this is for them. That's for them to be there. And it's fine if it's open. There's nothing in here that can get in the way. It's very rare that we have animals escape that would be in this part of town. So we don't have to worry about them eating the field or something like that. And I completely forgot. Thank you. I did. I forgot that they can't use those. I think I'm just going to take the whole piece down from here. It can be there like that because this is a house right here, and we'll just have a little bit of a thing. Did you hear that sound? It sounded like we had someone little. Didn't that sound like a little person? So there are our fishers, and there's Dennis and Madeline, who spend a lot of time together.
Great.
To the point that Dennis moved back in with Madeline and Alea. Madeline and Alea are the official couple, but Dennis lives with them because he's devoted. He loves fishing, and he's probably in love with Madeline. So we're going to go around the cathedral. That's the cathedral right here. And we're going to go through. There is one trapped with the animals back there. What do you mean trapped? Oh, did you come in here? Come out. Come out of here. What, can I get them? Can I push them? Can I get them? Oh, I see. He wasn't trapped. He's not trapped. He's walking over. See how he's walking over? So he's not trapped in that area. He can walk over the stuff. There he goes. He can walk over the fence. The animals can walk over this fence too, by the way. I just realized, but they don't usually. And there he is. So yeah, he wasn't trapped. Unless he's gotten into here, and he shouldn't be. There shouldn't be any villagers in here. He might have. He's the leather worker, so he might have been coming over here to look at the animals. So now we're going to go. Yeah, he's just climbing up the fence. Let's go here. We have another hour still, and this is where we put in the grave. So there's the grave, the villager grave there. And Harrison, the only person who has met their demise in this town, is in the catacombs. But we had said that we were going to add a villager library, and we thought we were going to put it here. There's more space here, but there's definitely space here. And I'm thinking that I might put the villager library here. The only problem is that the housing, there isn't any housing here. And so what would end up is they'd end up sleeping in the tavern, taking tavern rooms. And I don't really want them to do that. So the other place where I can put the extra library would be here, would be right here. So let's look at, let's get a builder tool. I've got lots of stuff, I have to look at it. I have to do some sorting later and put some things in the warehouse, put some things in the stash box and give it to. And as a matter of fact, right here, instead of having, yeah, no, I don't wanna. Dispose box we're not using. And I don't wanna do that. All right, so let's take the build tool right here. Near the community university, yeah. We can put it right here. And then we can add a house. If we put it here, we could add a house in this area. But it's too close to the concert hall and the sports center. That might make the library. Let's see how big the library is. It's raining, it's pouring. Let's go to Monster to Mermaid. And this is me. And let's come here and let's go to Monster to Mermaid decorations. And this is the villager library piece. So this is how big it is. And it looks like it actually fits there pretty perfectly, doesn't it? We have a little bit of grass coming over on that side, and this is not a level 5 yet, so if we put it, we can put it one block over, and that definitely puts it within this piece right here. Let's turn this around and face it this way. So we would have a villager library right here. Now if we did, where would they live? What's going to happen is they're going to want to live here in this house. And so see, it would be here like this. I don't have anyone to work on it just at this moment but this is what Wade could work on. What do you think of this? That's excellent. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's very good. The only problem is I don't have a house location. There's no place for them to live in this area. And that's a little disconcerting. I suppose, how many are there? So we have 3 places, so there's 6 people so far. There are 6 people so far. And this is going to make 8 when we put this in. So let's have Wade build this. So we're going to assign a builder. I'm going to assign Wade to build it. And build the building. So he's going to start working on putting in that villager library right there. And I just know that what's going to happen is they're going to come here and want to live here. And for right now, they actually kind of can. Wesson is claiming this house, but we could put Wesson across the street here. I don't think anyone's living here. Let's look and see. Yeah, so we can put Wesson here. And this will give him his own little farm garden too, which would be nice for him. So that's fine. And for right now, nobody's living here, so let's go to sleep in this bed. And so there we go. So those are the 4 buildings that we're going to have so far for Mr. Villager's people to live here. This was a request that Mr. Villager had asked from the very beginning, and we had promised that after we made a connection to the village, and we have actually. So even though the outpost isn't working, the rail is. The rail goes all the way to Mr. Villager's curated village, and so they can take the rail from the other side of these cherry hills. So even the Bohemian iron workers or miners who live on the coastline, if they want to take a trip to town, and we'll just show what we're talking about. So right here we have Bohemian miners, and we call the villagers who live in tents Bohemians. And they used to be just artists because they didn't used to do anything, but they do now, and we still have them living here. We still have miners living there, but when they want to go to town, they cross over this hill here, and this is their trip to town. And we should put in a road for them. And there is the town right here. And I think about putting in a road. And so for holidays and big events, or when they want to sell things, they come to the market, which is in the town right here. And then across, remember to dispatch gift boxes to the ambassador through post to avoid unnecessary queuing. Okay. And right here, this is the train station. So we can make a road that comes over to the train station. They can catch the train, and the train goes through the mountain and to the gatehouse. Now at the gatehouse, and that would be a curious thing to do, and I'll leave this to you, Mr. Villager, what other place we can add in this area. We don't have anything here. We do have room for a second house right here, but there isn't anything for them to do necessarily, and that's the thing that so we have farmer, we have a leather worker, we don't have a stonemason. Yeah, if we had another house here, we could have a stonemason be stationed in here. So see right here, there is one of those blocks right there. So we could have someone assigned to here, and then at night they would come out, and there is the butcher shop, and behind it, not butcher, the blacksmith, and behind it is this house. We could put a second house here for them, but I would have to see how big the Caledonia is going to be. And I think that would be it. What do you think about that? Or they could just be right here. I think we have one of those here as well. Yeah, there it is. So all we need is like a second house and we can have 2 more people live in this area. So this is going to be the larger concentration right now of people. We put a second house here and have this road piece come back into this area. And if we wanted to, we could open up this part of the farm maybe. But remember this building that I want to put here? I have to do it because it destroys, it's going to do stuff to all 4 of these buildings if I put the Caledonia apartment building there. This is a level 4, I hope. This is a level 4. Now, if I don't do the level 5, they won't have the loft up above. But they already hold 4 people, and I think I'm okay with that. Or I could have McKenna. Why don't we have McKenna do one of them? So let's come here. Why don't we have her do her own? So the builder is McKenna. Upgrade the building. So she's going to work on this building. And Wade across the way is working on the library. Building the villager library. So he's working on that. And sure enough, he is working on that. And we can go check on it. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Trenton. Trenton was making a delivery. Clicked on him. Just more common housing, so they arrange themselves and get hired by any job nearby. Yeah. Just more housing after this. Okay. Yeah, because there are places. So we'll try and fit in a little bit more housing. This particular house is the tiniest. It's even tinier than I believe it's tinier than let me look here. Oh, nope, wrong thing. Let's come to here. Let's come to here. And let's click on this. And let's go to let's go to Pagoda. Pagoda. And Thaler has villager housing among decorations. So there's villager right here. And I need the houses to have at least 2 beds. And so the one house only has 1 bed in it. I suppose I could put another bed in it. Wait, what did I think I just clicked on the large one. Yes, I did. Let's go back. And that's large, and this is the small one. So the small one is really, really tiny. And I just don't think there's enough room. I think I prefer this one they have about the same amount of room, don't you think? Don't you think so? Yeah, I think so. But if we didn't want them to look the same, we could put just a small villager. Let's look at the level 2. I think the medium one is the one that I built in that other section. Is there room for a medium here? Turn this around. Wait, that was the front. Level 2. Let's see if there's room for a medium. There might be exactly enough room for a medium villager house right here. And sure enough, there is. So let me make sure that this is on the ground. So this needs to be down 1 more. So it's on the ground. That's actually the ground level there. And let's see how it fits. Let's move it over 1 this way and move it back to here. And it would be here like this. So there is enough room between these 2. They're on the border, But that is actually quite nice, and I like that. And this is the front. So let me just go ahead and get a shovel and dig it out just to make sure that I have the front right here. And there it is. So that's the front that I'm looking for. And McKenna is working on her house. She's going to bring this house up to a level 5. And this house here is Wade's going to work on it after he gets done. Assign a builder after he gets done with the library. He'll work on this house there. And so we have a new house going in right there, and the house there. This is the roof of the rail. We could actually put a farm on the roof of the rail if we wanted to for them, but I think I don't want to. I think we'll just leave it for now the way it is. But we are going to, since this is here like this, we're probably going to take away these and actually put maybe a little walkway in between, but we'll decide which way we're going to put it in. I think we would have to put it in here, right here, walkway, right here that goes past these houses, and then it's a shortcut. So let's see where everyone's sleeping. No one's sleeping here. Has everyone gone to bed? Not yet. I'm going to bed right away though. I'm going to take a drink. For those of you who like challenges, you saw that purple writing. That is actually an achievement. And if you're into achievements, that's one of the achievements that you can have. When you get all the nether tools, you get one of the big achievements. When you finish the level 5 town hall, you get one of those achievements. What was the challenge about? It was about that. That's what I'm explaining. I got all the nether tools. I didn't have a nether farm tool before, and so that's why I'd never gotten that. That's why I had never gotten that achievement. I'm not into achievements, so it doesn't matter with that. When the farm is built, when this house is built, I said farm, but when this house is built, this ground is going to come down anyway. I'm going to bring it down now to make it possible for Wade to have an easier way to get over into this section, because this is where he would be coming from. Let's bring this back. So we know he's going to take this whole thing away right here. And there's Ellie. Ellie is the crusher. She runs the crushing plant, and so she's just taking some time to look at what's going on in this area. And then we can go ahead and just make this a dirt road for right now. And the library is done. Whoa, Mr. Villager, the library is done. Let's go see the library. Oh my gosh. The library is done. Yay. And there we have it. So he can pass through there. He's going to start working on that house now. Yeah. And so that is what that looks like. We can see it from the air. They can walk through. This is going to be an actual road right here. And as a matter of fact, this piece should in fact be this, because this is going to turn the corner right here and go this way. This is where this building is, so this part is definitely here. Oh, oink. Hi.
Couldn't wait till
Hi,
Monday.
Brooke. And there's Brooke. Brooke is the stone, and there's Lucas. And Brooke and Lucas are coming to look and see what we're doing. And so that's where the road is going to be. Just down here. And then we have two houses. And notice he's bringing the mountain down now. And so this is where the other house is going to be. So let's go over here and look at the brand new library, villager library, that is in position right here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And there we have it. There's our library. And I think on this side, I think we need a step piece. This is not what we want. So let's get some stone, some actual smooth stone from the backpack for a moment. Piece of smooth stone and piece of stone. Smooth stone. And we're going to put a piece here. And then right here, this is sidewalk. And we'll just start to show that this is sidewalk for them. What I could do here, let's bring this here, is put a border on that, which is what I'm going to do. So let's come back here. Do I have any left? I have one panel left. Oh, I had a panel down. Okay, so there's a panel right there. And let's come to this part and get this panel piece. And to hold up this dirt right here, let's do this. Wonk. Here. No, not again. So this is their yard coming up in this section right here. So we're just going to go ahead and put in the border right here around this part where that belongs to them. So there we are. Soon 8 of your members halfway to the promise, yeah? And there we are. Dun, 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 dun. So let's go inside and let's see what we're talking about. First of all, we're not having torches. So let's take these pieces and put them up, because these are mine. I want them to be there. And this can go back in here. This go away. And this, we can have torches. We can have a lantern right here over top of the door, and that's fine. And on the inside, we'll remove these. In this area, we need sconces and things. I'm going to turn this way, and we can have another one right here. I'm going to put those in that section. Now we could put a bed in this section, but I think I'd rather have more books in this part. Is there a piece missing? Can they get out? They can't get out. Okay, they can't get out of those corners. And so these are the doors to the library upstairs. And this is it. So since there are 2 paths, boink. Cut there for a second. Let's have the sidewalk parts that I have. This is smooth stone. Let's have these come to here. This is sidewalk. To those 2 sections of the building, and all the way down to join up with, oops, this part right here. Come on. Okay, so there's that. So this is the entrances, and I suppose we could do two. Let's do two lights, one over each door. All right, the inside lanterns we can put right here. So I want to we'll put a sconce because we're using candles. So let's come here, and I can put this way and this, and put these two away because they're now there. Let's put these things here to go someplace. These can go back into the library of mine. And what am I looking for? Lights. These are sconces, so we'll take one, and we'll take one of these, and I think that's all that we're going to be interested in. Yeah, so we can put a sconce here. Yeah, nah, we can't. It's too close to the wood. So we can't here, like that. Oh, that doesn't look so bad. I thought that was going to look really bad, but it doesn't. What do you think of that? That's okay. And up here, in this area, let's just for the time being have a sconce right here. And we have to put more books into the library anyway, so we can use these, and we can also use the new ones, the what are they called? Whoops. The chiseled bookcase. Now, can they do anything with chiseled bookcase? They might not can, so that we might not need to do anything like that if they can't. Let's put one here, and I think that is going to be it. Unless we put it across, but then we'll have the same problem with the candles, so I don't want to do that. So we have that shelf there, and that. I'm good. I'm good with that. Oops. They were kind of curious. Yeah. Yeah, there we are. And there we are. So this is the villager. So we'll see who comes to work at the university. They'll be clerics, and they have those. Oh, I know what we need to put in here, and we can put it right here. We need a cartographer. Cartographer right here. So let's take these away and put a cartographer in this part, and that will give us that. Is there any place up here that we put a cartographer? I don't think so. Okay, and then I imagine the grass is going to grow back in there, but I think I'd like to put some flowers in that part there. Let's bring this down. What kind of grass do we want to put? What kind of flowers do we want? What kind of flowers would you like? Do you have some kind of flowers that you would like to be in this part right here? Or should I just use bone meal and just see what comes up? In the front, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to get a lot of tall grass. On the sides, I could do that. Couldn't I just do some bone meal? Let's put the candles away for now. I had the boat down because I thought I was going to need to... Oh, I made a new one. Interesting. So I can put the boat away. And we used grass, and we can now put it away too. So on the sides, especially the back, we can just have bone meal grow in. And see what happens. See, we didn't get any flowers at all. So let's take these out. Let's take these out. And let's go ahead. Oh, we just got one cornflower and dandelion. Grass ferns, wildflowers. Let's do wildflowers. Wild. And there they are. We could do wild cabbage and wild potatoes. I like the idea of wild cabbage and wild potatoes growing back behind here like that. Let's do that. And over here, let's have 2 of these in this section. And let's have some more finding their way around here. I'm falling asleep, I know, which is interesting. And yeah, I think I like that. And that's what it looks like. Oh wait, put these away. We don't need these. And we don't need these. If I want something here, we're just going to put in a single lantern right there to light up that part. You light up my life. Oh, there's one. I missed one. Zootalo. And there we go. Da-da-da. Yay! So yeah, so there is the villager locations that we have. And I think if we look at here, let's see what it's showing for villager locations. How many different ones we have. So we have a church, which we have in the town. We have the library. We have the flower shop and the butcher. Yeah, that works. Yay! And there we have it. And it's fascinating. It does work really nicely. And what we can decide is, oh, this would be nice roofing. Go ahead and put this in, but they were putting this right here on the sides of that building, so we could put that in. See how they have this right here? So right here, can bring this up, and instead of having it be like that, have it be like this. So it's in keeping with the way the town is, where the town appears right now. There we go. So that makes it look like that. I'm going to sleep. All right, so I've got that part. On that side, and then on this side do the same, and I'll be happy with that for right now. I was thinking I was going to change the whole roof. I might, if I don't have when I have other things done. But there's a whole bunch of things that still need doing that we haven't even begun to touch. And one of those is that the library is not connected properly to this university building. So we still need to do that. And still want to do that. Okay, that's neat. Let's put that there. But for right now, there it is. Dun, 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 dun. There is the library. So we have 4 libraries. We have the Villager Library. We have the new library in the 2nd university building. We have a library in the 1st university building. And then we have a library in the town hall. All of them are extensions of the university. And in this library right here, Heidi is holding down the fort because remember Estella is doing, and that would be interesting if it ends up that Heidi ends up just being here being head librarian for this library. I think her dad would be fine with that. Her dad is Bryant, who is a chef, and her mother was a visitor. And every once in a while, Heidi asks us to keep an eye out in hopes that her mother maybe finds her way. Some of the kids think that their parents might still be alive, even though they were shipped off to protect them from war. The orphans, that's usually what's happening, why they get shipped off. And so, yeah, every once in a while, we do look and see. And so that's one of the things we still have to do, this library right here. We also have to get Josiah to finish the farm over here and get a new farmer. And so we're going to come over here. I have suddenly gotten so terribly, terribly sleepy. So here we are. And the new farm is sitting right here. See where this tree is right here? We knew this was going to happen. And we're going to take this part up. So this tree, we can repair the tree when he's done with this, but he is putting in this piece right here that you can see them trying to figure out how they can get over. But we've already worked on putting something there to keep them from using that. And let's do build options. This is only a level 1. And so we're going to have Josiah upgrade it to the level 2. And then we'll have another cow farmer be here. And that will help keep down the animals in this area. It does seem pretty crowded though, doesn't it? It does. I think what I'm going to do about the crowd, if I turn off breeding, then they won't harvest. Or I think they won't harvest. Now I'm not sure. I have to think about that. And I'm sleepy now, so I can't think. We have and we have a whole like 25 minutes left. Wow. So we could work on.
What can I do for you?
Nothing, Phoenix. I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, no, everything's fine. I was just checking on the fields and stuff. So we have enough housing in this area for more people to be here. And we have enough. Oh, and here's one of our escapees here. And so let me come here. Now, what we had to do with this, did I make the seeds go away? I sure did. I made the other seeds. I don't think they eat melon seeds. Melon seeds wouldn't taste good, you would think, wouldn't you? Seeds. Whereas wheat seeds are probably like like nutty. And so we'll do that. But let me get, and I need a carrot, and the carrot's gone. So these things are here in case we have animals like this one. Hi, you want to go back home? Come on. Come on, we'll take you in. Come on. Yeah, there's nothing really to eat out here. Come on. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. I know. Alright, so let's quickly do that. Close this. And there, that one's back. And for those of you, I've explained this a number of times that I'm not really interested in. I don't mind going and getting the animals every once in a while. I'm not interested in trying to do anything to keep them in beyond what we already have. Now, we did put fencing up behind here, so the wolves can get back. And speaking of wolves, I have to get a tag. So the wolves can get back into here. But the animals coming from here can't walk their way out. Oh, did you see what I just did? That means they can do that. So let me put this. That's a wall piece right there, isn't it? It sure is. So we'll put that wall piece right in that corner there. So you can see we have wall going around in these areas here where the housing is, to keep them from coming up over the top. And when this is finished, when this house is done, this one right here, we're not going to have this. Oh, we were thinking we were having this double fence, didn't we? I think we are. We have to up, and there's the air conditioner coming back. We've been lucky. It's been off for a fairly decent time. Yeah, so I do want a fence here. And so I think I will have this tree be inside, the way the tree's inside on that side. I think we'll put the tree on this side. And I don't mind the tree being here, right here like this. I think that would be okay as far as I'm concerned. Let's bring the tree down into the ground. And then this right here, I have to decide if I'm going to make this narrower, because of course this can't be here like this. So I have to make up my mind what I want to do with this part. I think since we have this field being here, we could have this whole thing come out to this point and have it come like this. So we are taking it away by 2 blocks. We're taking the field back by 2 blocks here. Just going to make a strange thing here, but it'll be okay on the other side. Let's use a pickaxe. And I have one. So let's put the pickaxe here. And bring it over. And just take down this part right here. And we were just going to have a small walkway here, but if we do, it needs to come over this way. It needs to come over and be here. So let's get the shovel and just come to here like this. So it's coming down this part, and right here where this is, I'm going to fix that right here and put this fence back as a part of this. He's going to put it back anyway, because that's not a level 5 yet. And just have this be a little area here where they can walk down. And we'll probably actually path it at some point. But there you can see the courier. The couriers need a way to get back into this farm right here. And so now this is a straight wall piece that comes here, and they can come through this gate, which is the pet shop gate, and they'll be fine. Now I'm going to go over to, I'm going to do a couple things. So let me see what I've got here for a moment. Let me take this and put it up. These can come down right here. What's that? Melon seeds, we'll put these here. The oak fence piece, let's put this up and put this up. We're going to go to the stash box and stash. Could you check how many items made of netherite I have? Check how many I have. I only have 3 items. I have the netherite pickaxe, the netherite axe, and the netherite shovel. The farm tool I let go back into the library. I don't use it often enough, and so I didn't hold on to it. At least I don't think I did. Let's see, right here. I don't even have, yeah, I don't have anything else. I don't have a lot of netherite. We don't have a connection other than Cairo, the ambassador. He's our only connection to the nether, and that doesn't give you a lot of netherite. It's really a player thing to go and find a lot of netherite. In the warehouse? Oh, let's see. I don't know that I have, but I can check and see for a minute and see how much netherite stuff I have. And this isn't mine, that's why I wasn't thinking of it. This is theirs. Let's sort, and let's come back here and let's see netherite. How many netherite? I have 5 scraps. And I'm pretty sure that that's from Cairo. I think he can get those. If not, they're from Rare Finds. And Rare Finds actually is an excellent place. It would be nice. They usually find some wild stuff. You never know what people might have found, yes. And you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. So let's come down here, but I have 5 scraps of it. And yeah, no, it's like emeralds. I don't have a lot of those things because I'm not doing player-related mining or things like that. This is where I love to spend my time, in the town, as an ambassador. Yes, that's why I was saying I don't have anything. But they don't either, actually. Let's get the rare finds and see what we can see here. This enchanted book is a bane of arthropods. We're going to have to buy it to get it off the market. And iron, we have Riley, so we're not doing any iron, although we should put Riley back to work now. And we will have Hattie and Raylan return to their jobs. We were giving them some memorial time. We've gotten lily pads from here. We don't need any. We have 2 bakers. We don't use gunpowder. This coal is not economical, and we have fishers, so I think we're good. That's all the stuff that we're seeing today in the market. So let me take the book, and I've got another book here, a Smite book. We'll put these 2 books up, and 964 for 2. Hey, that's not them. So these are other towns. This is not our traders. This is our shopkeepers showing me what other towns visitors have brought in and would like us to buy. And the shopkeeper is actually saying, do we want to buy these things? And it's like, no, we don't want to buy them. But that's not us putting a price on. That's the other people putting a price on, and that's why the price is outrageous sometimes, because it's other people doing it. Let's take the melon seeds and these potatoes, and that's all. And we'll put them in here. Let's take these pieces here and put them back into my library. Then let's go to the backpack. Look at all this stuff I picked up. So the leather is for doing recipes, but we'll take one away. And the wool is for doing recipes. We'll take that one away too. We only need one of those. Let's bring these down here. The flowers. These 8 belong to them. And the eggs, we'll put in pressure plates. They need to go back in the library. And there's my carrot. That's where my carrot went to. This pressure plate also, these need to go back into my library when I'm done. I'm holding on to these trees to plant trees. I actually need to replant some trees. I'm holding on to these tables to remember that I've got all these cool tables and I want to put them in different places. However, this fish is a pickup. All this meat, those things I've picked up from walking around, including, and this belongs here. Where did I get that from? I must have picked that up in the fishing area or something. Yeah. Okay, do I have any room left to put anything? What is this? Glass panel. Are you supposed to be here? Why don't I have glass panel? What's the difference between this glass panel and this glass panel? Why aren't they going on top? There we go. Okay, so I'll put that there, and the coffee can come down. And I think that's all. I did want those bottles to come down. So let me put up this for a moment. And I have an extra bell, Mr. Villager. I have an extra villager bell. Oh, and I know where that's supposed to go. That's supposed to go at the library. That's why I have an extra. And then we can take all of this and give it back to them. This is their stuff. The coffee can stay in the shop until I pick, wait, see I did it again. I did the carrots. Until I pick them up. I do want to export the coffee. We can't sell coffee here. Whenever we try and put coffee on the list of things to sell, it comes up as nothing. It doesn't have any value. And so I don't want to do that. And so I'll just have to hold on to it for right now. And then let's come here right quick. I put all those things in. Do I have anything else in the backpack? So all this other stuff is for decorating and for fixing, except for these here. Some of this is to go, this goes back to the Skeleton Nation. And the Skeleton Nation, I have some bone for special use, and the rest goes back to the Skeleton Nation. I have permission to use some bone for research. And so that is what we're doing. And let's come here. The treaty that we have with Skeleton Nation means that we can't use bone for compost, for example, or something like that. And we are to alert that if a shelf's product is empty, it's not the shopkeeper villagers' fault. They are doing their best. If a shelf product is empty, yeah, no, it's not. It's definitely not. And we would never blame anything like that on you anyway. So let's come down here. And we are going to add a bell. And we can add it right here. There we go. So I have a bell to make them comfortable in the location. If there are enough people in the location. Oops, I've missed a torch again. they're going to need, they're going to feel comfortable if there is a bell. So we'll put it there, and each of the villager houses has a bell to make them feel comfortable. And when we have 16 people, then we'll see a golem, and we'll start seeing cats, which is going to be really interesting because we have wolves. The wolves are trained, and you probably have friends. Hold on, I'm going to cough. You probably have friends that have next door that have cats and dogs living in the same house. The next door neighbors to Vincentius Promise's parents are one of those where they do. They have a dog and they have 2 cats. So everybody is living fine together, and that is the way we like it. All right, so I do need to work on the library, but I don't feel like doing that right at the moment. We will wait and see. So I'm going to give Mr. Villagers. Mr. Villager is the, this is our story, our story. He's in chat. He's been in my chat for a long, long, long time. And so he's the ambassador to villagers. Hence his name, Mr. Villager. And so we promised him in the beginning that we would have villagers here, and he would like to have 16. So the next time we come to the town, the gatekeepers are going to have allow 16 of the of Mr. Villager's people to come and live here. And so that is one of the things that we're looking forward to. That is going to be a fun experience, having 16. So not just 8. We have 4 workplaces that are specifically to them, and then the rest of the people will join in to other workspaces. What I need is a little bit more housing for them, and I know what's going to happen here. They're just going to move into this house, and we'll just let them. When we have children, that means we'll have one less house probably for them, and we'll see what we do about that. I heard a sound. I thought Vincentius was awake for a moment because I heard the sound that sounded like someone just came in, but no. All right, so it might have been upstairs. It might have been parents upstairs. All right, so let's walk around for a moment. I decided I don't want to put anything here at the moment. I don't have anything that's really going to fit here easily. We could put trees, and that would be quite interesting, growing some trees right here, wouldn't it? And there is space for trees in this area here. Now this is one of the volcanic holes right here, and so this is cut off. And then we have our rabbit farmer, and our rabbit farm is really having a problem here. So it's my mistake, and I'm sorry.
Afternoon.
Kamala, I'm just going to pull this
Hey-ho.
out. Hi. So why don't we do that now? Because she keeps trying to go down here, and what's happening is the scaffolding is the panels are interfering with the scaffolding. So let's come up here. There we go. And now let's see where she can go to. Wait, why do I have, wait, not here. There we go. So can she come down here? Why not? Right, I'll have to go down here and look and see what's wrong here. What is wrong right? Oh, there isn't a piece there. That's what. So let's take this away. And let's put 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So now there's pieces. I know, you're laughing at me. I get it. And then let's put this, wait, not there, right, wait, not there, right there. Because she can't get down because she's getting stuck on the panel. So we'll take that part away, and now she can come up through here. And she doesn't have the panel piece. This was open, believe it or not. The way Anyanka has it, this is open. Volcanic, like steam vents, like old volcanoes that used to be in this area that are no longer active, and so they're full of water. They've filled up with water. Old volcanoes is what that is. And there's the fishers are fishing in old volcano places. And now can I change this? I don't think I can do this without getting rid of the, is this smooth down? Oh, look at that. Hey, okay. Okay. And that part is fine over there. So there it is. So this is the walkway area for her to get inside here. And we do have inactive springs, inactive volcano. The volcano's inactive. And she's still having trouble. I don't understand this. They've always been able to use scaffolding, and she is absolutely having trouble using it. They've always been able to use it. It has never needed research, and yet she is really having a problem. And I don't know why. Isn't that curious? I really did think that it was the paneling being close, but it's not acting like that now. Now they had separated scaffolding from making it above the floor, the scaffolding. Let's see what happens if we do that. Let's come down. I'm having trouble. So is this the trouble she's having? Look at this. Yeah, I'm having trouble. So let's add one here and add one here, and let's see if this helps. Let's see if that makes it possible for her to do it. It looks weird, but we'll see if that makes it that she can use it. Is it easier? Oh, it is easier. Oh, okay. It is easier, and so that might be something that we'll have to consider, just having that there. This is Kamala. Kamala is our rabbit farmer. And I thought of something else besides her. She does have rabbits. And we do have in the inventory, she does have carrots. She's gotten some coffee, and she does have axes. And on her,
It's a fine afternoon.
she does have some meat, and she has done some harvesting. She has way more coffee. So, lunchtime. There probably won't be any spare time. This is the end for me, by the way. Mr. Villager, you made it to the end. I've been on for 3 hours. It's wonderful having you for the whole time, and thank you so much. Thank you. No problem. And I'm so glad, and I'm glad you're happy with how we've incorporated villagers into the town. So everybody, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed watching the work that we are doing on Jalapari, the town. There's still lots to do. and we're going to continue on Twitch. The next time that we stream, it will be on Twitch. And like I said earlier, if you want to see what we did before, if you are within July 18, 2026, if you are within a few days of July 18th, you can check and have a Twitch account. You can check Twitch and see the work that we did on the road and some other things that we did. Oops, sorry. No, everything's fine. I'm standing in the middle of the road and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I bumped into you. So that is our journey for today. So enjoy your games, everyone. What's the matter? Oh, it's back. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. We've been listening to Vincentius Primus's music this time in the background, and we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus play the guitar right now. So, see? Everyone's saying it's time to stop. So bye for now, everyone. Bye for now.